Hello everyone, this is Evie, the original master here, and today I have decided to review a DVD. In fact, I'm going to be reviewing two DVDs today. I own them, but I will not be pulling them out and showing them to you because I don't have the time for that. Today I'll be reviewing Animusic and Animusic 2. If you guys are going to recall, back in 2016, I did like a small little video rant, I guess, on the Animusic series. I don't know why I made a rant on it because I don't hate Animusic. I think it's a really good company and a really good series of DVDs. So if you're not familiar with Animusic, it's actually computer animated music created by this man named Wayne Lytle, and he actually had another person working with him. I think his name is Dave Ronald. I have no clue how to pronounce his last name, so I'm just calling him Dave. Yeah, so it's Wayne Lytle and Dave. So they created Animusic back in the early 90s, and they've only produced two DVDs, while the third Animusic, which was a Kickstarter project back in 2012, sadly never saw the light of day because there was issues going on. So Animusic 3 never became a thing. And we honestly don't know what's up with Wayne Lytle. There's like little to no information about him on the internet. If you type in Wayne Lytle, I don't think you'll see anything about him. I don't know if he has a Twitter or Facebook, but he's pretty much nowhere. And I hope he's doing fine, and even though he's not doing Animusic anymore. But yeah. Animusic 1 was released in 2001, and it was re-released in 2004 as a special edition DVD. So the first Animusic had seven unique animations, and I will do a brief description of those animations, tell you guys what I think about them. So the first animation was Future Retro, which was this heavy rock type animation style, which had these crazy, unique looking instruments, such as a robot playing the drums. I thought that was pretty cool. There's like a triple neck guitar with these pan flutes on the guitar. They had like these synthesizers up in the ceiling. Like every time the synthesizers go down, like a laser beam come out. Ho 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 ho. I thought it was cool, but yeah. Future Retro was actually a really good opening song for the first Animusic. I'm gonna give Future Retro a 10. Pretty good song. Next is Stick Figures, which is an animation that features a stick bass with one string, which has a really cool sound. So the stick bass guy plays a song for us, I guess, and the song is actually really catchy. The song also features like a guitar. There's like a little guitar character that plays in the song. There's drums. There's pan flutes. The lasers in Animusic has like synthesizers or the sounds of synthesizers. And yeah, and there's actually another piece in the song where all of the guitars and the stick bass all stop playing for this string solo where there's like a violin player. There's like these violin stick figures, and there's the I think the one in the back was like a cello or something. But yeah, that was a really cool part of Stick Figures. Again, another good song. I'm gonna give Stick Figures a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 9, and I'm gonna give Future Retro a 10. So the next animation piece is Aqua Harp, which is the relaxing, peaceful music, and it reminds me so much of The Legend of Zelda because it had a harp in it. There's like flutes. It had chimes. It kind of reminded me of Zelda music of how peaceful it was, and it was actually a really good piece. Um, I love the setting for this animation. It was like a dome. It's like an auditorium. No, it's not an auditorium because there isn't like chairs or a screen, but it showed like a harp in a dome with water surrounding it. So yeah, Aqua Harp is a really good piece from Animusic 1. I'm gonna give this one a 9 also because it's very peaceful. So next is Drum Machine, which is another one of my favorites of Animusic 1, which is taking place like in this factory. So you got these drums performing this song, I guess. What's cool about Drum Machine is that these gears turn to the beat of the music, and it's really good. Wayne Lytle did an amazing job composing this song, and pretty disappointing that he's not doing Animusic anymore, but he's probably out doing his own thing if we know what he's doing. But yeah, good job, Wayne Lytle. My favorite part in Drum Machine is when the timpanis came from the ceiling. Like you got the timpanis coming down from the ceiling. Every time the cymbals crash, you got these flashing lights going on. It's crazy. It's some crazy stuff going on. And this came out in 2001, so at its time, that's a pretty darn good animation for its time. So yeah, Drum Machine was really good. I actually like Drum Machine. I'm gonna give Drum Machine a 9.5. Yeah. Now, moving on to the most infamous piece in Animusic 1, which is Pipe Dream, which is a really cool, unique style of an animation. This is probably the highlight of the entire DVD. Is these pipes with balls coming out of it. So these balls come out of these pipes that hits these strings, that plays music. Um, there's another part where there's like these two xylophones or two percussion instruments. There was a marimba and I think a vibraphone. It was either a marimba or a vibraphone, but either of those two instruments. They were having like there's a part at the end of Pipe Dream where the vibraphone and the marimba had like a duel of seeing who could play better. I thought that was probably the highlight of the Pipe Dream animation. Uh, Pipe Dream had like a banjo, kind of had like a banjo at one point, while the other instrument kind of sounded like a guitar. But overall, Pipe Dream, that's a 10. I'm sorry, that's a 10. That's best animation in the whole DVD. Next, we got Acoustic Curves, which is another great piece, which it has like a dulcimer in it. There's a dulcimer in it. It has acoustic guitars, obviously, because it's called Acoustic Curves. And there's also drums, chimes, and vibraphones. So yeah. So the way how this rhyme, what am I talking about? The way how this animation is portrayed is like it's like these robotic string instruments coming from from a bottomless pit. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, Acoustic Curves is really good. I like the ending where the chimes come in, that ding, 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 ding. If you've never seen Animusic, I'll drop the links of both Animusic 1 and 2 in the description. But yeah, Acoustic Curves, 9.5, really good. And now for the grand finale, the last animation in the first Animusic is Harmonic Voltage. Similarly to Future Retro, is like a heavy metal electronic piece. It shows like a giant high voltage tower. Got these lasers coming out of it. It's a really good song. I really do love it. I love how all the music in Animusic is original pieces of music. It's not like some generic DVD where they play animated versions of existing songs. But no, Animusic is its own original stuff, and that's what's unique about it. And yeah, I already did Acoustic Curves. Harmonic Voltage, yeah, there we go. Harmonic Voltage. As a finale, 10 out of 10. Yeah, this is a really good piece. Alright, so that's Animusic 1. There's some special features on the DVD, such as solo cams. There's a stage build set that shows the way how the animation is built. Like you got these pieces falling from the ceiling. That's pretty interesting. There's sketches of Wayne Lytle and Dave's drawings of the instruments. That's also some behind the scenes. And they also got Pipe Dream in widescreen and Animusic's very first animation, Beyond the Walls, which is a 10 out of 10. I'll also drop the link of that video in the description below. So yeah, Animusic 1 is a pretty darn good DVD. I'm going to give the first Animusic a 10 out of 10. Very good DVD. You can probably purchase it on Amazon or eBay or something, since the Animusic website is no longer up, because it's pretty much defunct at this point because they're not producing any more DVDs. So yeah, it's pretty much defunct. So let's quickly move on to Animusic 2. Now, Animusic 2 has 8 different animations released in 2005. The first animation in Animusic 2 is Starship Groove, which are these robots that come on the spacecraft. They're playing music, having a good old time. I really do love Starship Groove. I really do love this animation, because what's cool about this animation is that there's like these hexagon panels in the background that every time the robots hit their chest, the hexagon panel lights up. I thought that was pretty interesting. Attention to details. Kind of remind me of the little panels in the background from the Time to Shine minigame from Super Mario Party. That's what Starship Groove reminded me of that minigame from Super Mario Party. And yeah, Starship Groove gets a 10. It's a really good song. I love the robots coming in on stage, playing the night away. So yeah, that's a really good animation. Now, Pogo Sticks, which is the second animation in Animusic 2, which is the sequel to Stick Figure. So the stick bass from Animusic 1 returns, but this time he has two strings and he has a set of wheels, and the song is a lot different from Stick Figures. I really do love Pogo Sticks. Pogo Sticks is probably the best example of a good Animusic sequel. I love the tall stick bass guy that comes in after the leader. I'm guessing the first stick bass that came in the Pogo Sticks animation is probably the one from Animusic 1. I'm not sure because they all look identical. So yeah. Another cool thing about Pogo Sticks is the way how they bounce around as they play their song. I thought that was pretty interesting. I love the part where the marimba and the vibraphone came in. That was another good part of Pogo Sticks. So yeah, overall, Pogo Sticks is a really good animation from Animusic 2. I'm going to give this one a 9.5. Next is Resonant Chambers, which is the relaxing piece of Animusic 2. Similarly to Aqua Heart from Animusic 1, it's very relaxing. It's like a nice mellow piece. It shows like a lute. It's like a lute guitar thing with these little wooden fingers that plays the song. Yeah, it's pretty peaceful. I love the setting. The setting is really good in Resonant Chambers. It's like a room, and out and every time the camera panned around, there's like these windows. And according to the audio commentary of Resonant Chambers, Wayne Lytle stated that originally he wanted the setting to be four. Hold on, let me rephrase this again. I am so sorry if I'm screwing this up. So, in the director's commentary of Animusic 2, Wayne Lytle described Resonant Chambers originally going to be different settings of the day out the four windows, such as nighttime, daytime, and dusk or dawn, whatever you want to call it. But then he decided that each of the four windows will show four different phases of the moon, such as a full moon, a crescent moon, a waning gibbous. That's stuff that you learned in 6th grade. But yeah, overall, Resonant Chambers gets a. I'm gonna give it a 8. It's good, but it's not one of my favorites of Animusic 2. Next we got is Cathedral Pictures, which is actually an original piece, not composed by Wayne Lytle. In fact, this is the only Animusic piece that is not original. It's actually an existing song that Animusic decided to compose for themselves. And this is actually a really good rendition of Cathedral Pictures. Yeah, that crap. But yeah, it's really good. It has pipe organ, has like a bass, has like dulcimers, drums. It's a really good song. I'm gonna give Resonant Chambers a 9.5. Now, next is the final sequel of Animusic 2, which is Pipe Dream 2. I don't know why they didn't call Pogo Sticks Stick Figures 2, but I like Pogo Sticks better. That sounds a lot better. But Pipe Dream 2, unlike Pipe Dream 1, Pipe Dream 2, the setting is a lot more grittier. They made the tone a lot darker and grittier. The colors and the lighting is different. Instead of bright, it's like more, like I said earlier, grittier and darker and shading. But yeah, Pipe Dream 2 is good, but I still think the original Pipe Dream is better because I like that little xylophone war thing at the end. But Pipe Dream 2 is still good as it is. So I'm going to give Pipe Dream 2 a 8 out of 10. Now, next, we got Fiber Bundles, which I like to call Super Mario Galaxy because the music sounds very identical to Super Mario Galaxy. It has the synthesizers that kind of remind me of Mario Galaxy. Every time I hear synthesizer music and anything, Mario's the first thing that pops into my head because Mario games does really good with synthesizers because they know how to drop out that synthesizer beat. So yeah, Fiber Bundles is like this weird alien spacecraft with these lasers that comes down that make like synthesizer sounds. It's really good. Yeah, I'm gonna give Fiber Bundles a 10. I'll give it a 10 because it reminds me so much of Super Mario Galaxy. All right, so moving on to The second to last animation in Animusic 2, uh, Gyro drums, not gyro, because it's pronounced gyro if it's like a flatbread or some crap. But yeah, gyro drums. According to Wayne Lytle, this was the hardest piece of animation he has to do. He has done for Animusic because according to the Animusic website back when it was up and running, Gyro drums had about like 150 drums, 150 cymbals, 100 different types of percussion instruments. So yeah, this is probably the hardest piece of animation that Wayne Lytle had to do for Animusic 2. And what an execution it was. It was really good. I loved the way how the song went. It's like heavy drums. There's like cymbals. There's a part at the end where the robot arms are like crashing the cymbals. It got these laser lights shooting everywhere. It's really cool stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna give Euro Drums a 10. Really good song. And last but not least, in Animusic 2 is Heavy Light, the last animation on the DVD. So Heavy Light is taking place on an Aztec temple with lasers. There's like a I don't know how to describe it. It's like a light that drops from the top of the Aztec temple that makes a synth sound or something, but that's the best I can describe it. And yeah, that's all I have to say for Heavy Light. I'm not gonna go way into details in it because I just don't see the need to. So yeah, I'm gonna give Heavy Light a 9.5 out of 10. And yeah, that's Animusic 2. I'm gonna also give this DVD a 10. So yeah, both Animusic 1 and 2 are great DVDs. If you ever get a chance to get them, please purchase them. Animusic was good for its time. I am so sad that they are no longer producing Animusic DVDs because of the whole Animusic 3 incident. But things happen and things not all go as planned. So I pray for Wayne Lytle and Dave, and I wonder what they're doing now since they don't have Facebook or Twitter. But yeah, but Animusic does have a YouTube channel. They do have a Twitter account, but they're no longer up and running because the company's defunct. They haven't produced a DVD since 2005. But yeah, and no, I'm not counting Animusic HD because those are just HD versions of Animusic 1 and 2, so that doesn't count as a new release. But yeah, overall, Animusic is a really good DVD series, and it's good for people who are into animation, who are into music. I highly recommend you guys watch this. No. You don't even have to buy the DVD. You can just watch it up on YouTube. Just type in Animusic 1, Animusic 2. It's already up there on YouTube. Save you a couple of bucks instead of having to pull out your wallet. But if you want to own the DVDs themselves, or yourselves, I mean, you can go ahead and purchase them on eBay or Amazon. Well, that's my review on Animusic. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time with more content. Bye.